Hello, Digidestin. Welcome to the King's Court. Okay, so a couple of days ago I uploaded a WarGreymon deck, but I took it down because, well, one, the same issue I had recently. There's been a lot of stuff going on lately. Nothing too crazy. Just time, scheduling and all that to record videos and voice over them. So as a result, I've had to do them. Some of them like voiceover gameplays, which we do have, but we have some of the videos planned and all that. And deck profiles because recently I did pretty well in my Yu-Gi-Oh one, and I actually finally got the stuff to update my WarGreymon deck, and I did the videos usually as soon as I got up, but I sounded super tired and everything. And another issue is recently the new set just dropped for Digimon, and a bunch of new cards came out from there. And we finally got the new Agumon that I've actually been really looking forward to playing. So I wanted to actually play test the deck a little bit more and, kind of like theory craft and all that. So that's basically what I did. So that's why I took down the old one, because I wanted to put this version up for instead, especially since I'm actually already in the middle of updating my Gaiomon deck, which I uploaded a couple like last week. So if you want to see that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit notification bell for more videos. Here in the channel, I focus on basically Agumon and like Black WarGreymon and Gaio are my favorites, but I also play WarGreymon. Like I said, I just love Agumon. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to say really quick. So, if you got anything you want to leave in the comments saying, like, any recommendations on what cards to run in the deck, because there's a lot of new crazy Dragonkin support with the, all that stuff. I'm also in the middle of, like I said, I'm not me. Channel member Michael's also in the middle of updating his Tyrant Kabuterimon deck, and as well as his Alpha deck and his Machindra. So if you want to see any of those, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also, I saw in some comments in some older videos. Sorry for the slack on getting our friend C's updated Dobrikmon deck as well as Examon, but some stuff came up, so we weren't able to actually meet up over the weekend, but we should be able to this weekend. So we'll definitely have that video ASAP. And that's pretty much everything I wanted to go over. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get to the deck. This deck's a lot of fun, honestly. It's a lot like I'll just put this right here, the Gaiomon deck I uploaded a couple weeks ago. But this version is a little bit more, well, one, there's less components, so it's a little more consistent, as well as the fact, WarGreymon and Raidus is always great. So, really quick, like always, let's start off with the Digitamas. 4 of the BT-5. Now, the reason we run this one is because this deck just wants to attack. You want to attack, swing, draw. And there are times where you may have like your WarGreymon, but you don't have your Omnimon, so you need to draw that thing. And sometimes you could actually, Yu-Gi-Moto style top deck that card because this card lets you draw while you're attacking. And you can draw your Omnimon, and there you go, Digivolve thinks X antibody. So that's why this card is a little more preferable than the other ones. Now, time for the new Agumon. Now, I switched out the older Agumon that we would use for the new one. That's mainly because you don't really switch, these days with the way a lot of WarGreymon decks, WarGreymon, Black War, Gaio, how they pretty much work is that you want to keep raising, like, working on your stack in the raising area. So you don't really use that effect to Digivolve for free, thanks to if you have like a Tamer play, that the old one that you do. So this one's a little more preferable because there are times where you just can't draw into your big guys, but they're in your security, so you just play this and get it back to your hand. There you go, you're good. So that's why I prefer playing this one right now. Still, though, 4 mandatory of the best Agumon in the game. Apparently, this artwork is going up in price. Damn it, should not have waited. I'll probably try to get some more, though. See if any of my friends might have some. And for Agumon X. What can I say? This card, hopefully we get a new Agumon X. Again, there's always those rumors going around, but 4, obviously. And that's actually it for all the Agumons. Next, the Greymons. Obviously, 1 Greymon X. Hopefully, we eventually get this could come back to force someday. But for right now, one of those and three of the vaccine Greymon X. Still gets the job done though. Plus, sometimes it's a little more preferable because as long as you have like multiple cards in your pile, you can keep using Greymon X. But pretty much with the virus, you just have that one chance of the X antibody. That's why I usually want to pair it up with the Altarius mode. 4 of the double check Greymon, as I like to call it, and 2 of the secret rare. This card is really good, honestly. I was saying I'm tempted to cut it out for the other Greymon, but I actually like keeping it because there are times where if you could like pop smaller like floodgates like Pillowmon or Pomumon, stuff like that. And if your Digimon gets deleted, that sucks, but hey, you could play a tie for free, so hey, that's pretty good. But is it? Forgot to do this. Alright. Time for the Metal Grays. 4 of the structure deck Metal Greymon. Same reason why we run the structure deck Greymon itself for those extra securities, because you want to be able to hit for like 5 security at once and then have Omnimon finish off. 3 of the Metal Greymon and 1 Altarius. Would never cut this card. I tried playing this deck, like I said, at 4 Metal Greymon X, but there are so many times where I needed Altarius. So, yeah, would not cut Altarius ever again. And, of course, the Goku of the deck. 4 of the BT-14 WarGreymon. This card is crazy. Again, am I the only one? I'll probably put it in the thumbnail. Is anyone else, like, first off, okay, the Raid WarGreymon that we're all used to totally is doing the Kamehameha. I'm not crazy, right? And the alternate art of this one, I swear to God, looks like it's doing the Spirit Bomb. Like, I know my brain is usually pretty brain rotten from Dragon Ball, but everyone else think that? And of course, really quick, so yeah, this card is important because one, the warping is good, but it's the other effects. The fact it has a kind of like a soft blitz effect, because how it says you may attack, it's kind of like blitz, but without really having the blitz quality, as well as you can get piercing, raid, and the next security. This card's nuts. And of course, 3. If this is the Goku, 3 of the Gogeta of the deck. Omnimon X. This card is just freaking nuts. These two just go really well together. This card just goes well in red decks, I'm being honest. And that's it for the Digimon, actually. Let's really quick go to the Tamers. 3 tie. I mean, obviously, so you get your as many security hits as possible. 2 Cool Boy. I was trying out 3, but I don't know. 3 just didn't really come up with as much. I like 2, actually. And if you saw my Gaiomon deck, which, like I said, I am updating, I finally got my last Garnet boost. Finally. This looks so nice, too, actually. And, as well, 2 red scrambles. I miss eggs. But, these cards, like I said, just go really great together. The fact that you can use your Garnet to search for red and black Digimon, and the fact that even the black colors can also make the requirements, and vice versa, is super valuable in this deck, because the Metal Greymon we play, where'd it go? Yeah. The Metal Greymon we play doesn't have red at all, so we need the Garnet specifically to search for that card. If our Aquamons don't show it. And Red Scramble is Red Scramble. It goes really well in this deck, honestly. Because you can just play this while you have your Metal Greymon X or your Altarius. There you go. Did you have the WarGreymon attack? There you go. And of course, in this deck, you gotta have it. I tried playing it at 4. I needed space, and 2 was not enough. 3 X antibody. One thing I really enjoy about this deck is the fact that because this deck wants to swing, to get the effects off your Koromon, and because you want to Digivolve while you're raiding into your Omnimon X, you really don't need the Proto Form in this deck, which is so good because I freaking hate just how crazy expensive that card is still. But hey, who knows? Maybe we'll get a reprint someday. Who knows? I do, because I have been looking into cards that are getting reprinted because in the new Gaiamon deck, we need that what's it called? That promo Flame Dramon. I'll put a picture of it. That card is super crazy because the new way to play Gaio really heavily focuses on the Dragonkin trait, and that card happens to be a Dragonkin. So yeah, probably gonna have to proxy that card for a little while. But hey, we're used to proxying cards here sometimes. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to go over. This deck is super fun. If it's very aggro, like crazy aggro, which is kind of funny because Black WarGreymon can like play defensive, but I've said this before. It's like that picture I made a while ago because again I'm a big Street Fighter fan. I'll put a picture. Show it right here again. It's pretty much the best way to describe the play styles of all three of WarGreymon, Black War, and Gaio. But that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for being this far. If you want to see any gameplay or any other updated decks, we'll definitely have them here. And that's pretty much it. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.